big life update for you guys. So we're going to be doing some RC stuff in this stream. Should be pretty fun. As a matter of fact, let me get the other garage door opened here so that way we can get this thing started, I guess. It's going to be fun. We got an RC car to work on right now, and I'm going to show you guys kind of what's been going on. So let's get to it. So first things first, we have two new aircraft. We have a E-flite Timber X and a LJ45 Learjet that we're going to be flying soon. In terms of new RC cars, you guys haven't really seen the RCs I've been working on, so I'll show you some of the cars. First off, I now have a eRevo 6S. Currently, it has a busted center drive shaft, but we're going to get this thing fixed and back in action because it is so much fun to drive. I have a Mojave Grom BLX. This is my buddy's car we're going to be working on in the stream. It's a low-C NASCAR, or late model, sorry. This is my newest edition that I just picked up 2 days ago. It is a Traxxas Slash VX3 two-wheel drive. This is the most fun RC car I've ever driven, as well as the eRevo. Both of these are amazing. And I have some battery charging, and I'm also doing this live stream on my new phone. So let me know how the quality is, guys, because I've been trying to get some feedback from some of you guys on how it sounds, how it looks camera-wise. So we're going to get started here. And we'll start by ripping this NASCAR apart. So my friend states that his car, he does not like the way the FuryTech electronics perform in the car. So we're going to take these out. Time of start work is at 7:53. So we're going to swap back over to the old electronics. This is a low-C late model again. It has the steel diffs. It has the upgraded A-arms, upgraded links all the way around. FuryTech brushless system, which he did not prefer or like, so we are getting this system out and replacing it for him. So the late model is a very fun car. It sits low to the ground, handles good, pretty good in terms of overall reliability. I haven't really had any issues with the Grom platform. So Arrma built themselves a solid car when they came out with this setup. Also, apologies to Matthew at Extreme Hobby Shop for doing all the work on this car yesterday when he wanted it converted back to stock. So sorry about that, brother. Tearing this thing apart. Like so. In case you guys are wondering, the tools that I use the ProTech RC drivers. These are very high quality, last you probably a long time, if not your whole RC career, if you take good care of them. So now we need to pop this center brace out. I usually do this just by sticking a screwdriver in and then wedging it out like that, and it comes right off. So it looks like Matthew actually cheated the system here. Well, normally you're not supposed to do that, but I guess if it works, it works. Okay. He said he Loctited the pinion, but we're not going to be needing this pinion anymore because customer states he did not want it. So he jerry-rigged this whole thing. So, not to worry though, we're gonna get this thing put together, or back together for him, so he has a nice car ready to go and play with whenever he needs it. Oh yeah, look at how loose that is. It looks like we are going to need a part screw off of the Arma Grom spare parts car, which thankfully I'm fortunate enough to have a spare parts Grom. Right. So here we have a spare screw. Now the other system is in the Mojave, so we're gonna go take care of that. We're also gonna polish up this body for him as well. So far looking good. Let's go take care of the other car. So this is a Arma Mojave Grom VLX. It does have different tires on it. Get up. Finally get some people in the stream. Let's go, guys. I should mention that this channel is going to get converted back to an RC car channel at some point. Not quite sure when, but hopefully sometime soon. So get some chat. Floppa Kingin 6646 says hi. What's up, dude? And I do charge for repairs a little bit on other people's cars just because gotta make some profit somehow, you know? Oh, I already took all those screws out. Okay. I was like, what the heck? By the way, Saturday, we're gonna be racing this beauty right here. This is my new Traxxas Slash VX3. This is an awesome RC car. It's already got a couple scrapes on the body, but this is a for fun truck. So race video on that soon. If you guys are in the Tennessee area, I'm the owner of a Slash Spec racing group at Chickasaw Trace. So if y'all have Traxxas Slashes, come on out. Saturdays from 9 to 11 a.m. and we're going to be doing some racing, so should be really fun. I love that Arma and Losi are partnered with the Grom series of vehicles. It makes the repairs so much easier because all the screws are virtually the same size on this car. So repairs are nice and easy, parts are cheap, upgrades are reasonably priced. So overall, you really can't complain about the Grom series. If I could upgrade or recommend an RC car to anyone for under 300 bucks, I'd say it's either a brushed Traxxas Slash or any of the Arrma Grom cars. They are absolute tanks. They're durable as heck and very fun to drive. Hartiona says hi. What is up? Hope you're doing well. Hopefully I said your username right. And this is where the hard part comes in. I really don't want to break these drivers because they're nice drivers. Let's see if do I have some cheaper drivers on me? I know I do somewhere. Thanks, you too. So what have you guys been up to these past few days? I've been chilling at home mostly, doing job applications because I just graduated high school. So getting me a job and going from there. So very exciting. In other words, that also means I'm getting old. All right, normally you're not supposed to do this with RC cars, but I'm gonna give it some pressure upside down and hopefully get this brace off. L-O. Well, what's up to you, dude? Just say hi. Just like that. Then you put your screwdriver in here. And just like that, the center brace comes off. So this is the system that we're going to be putting into his car. This is the Spectrum Firma brushless setup for the Groms. Someone there? No, guess not. All right, so then we can continue. The way they have these Grom cars built is genius. They're very simple, really easy to work on four-wheel drive cars. Just tons of fun, you know, grab a couple of them, go play with your friends. It's awesome. Really like them a lot. Oops. So this is the 2-in-1 ESC and receiver unit that we're taking out. Basically what it does is picks up signal from your controller, and it also is in charge of telling the motor how much power it needs. So we need to unplug the fan, and then we also have a servo under here, which this is the problem. The FuriTech motor that he has in this car uses a separate servo mount, so we're gonna have to troubleshoot that because I don't know what we're gonna do with it. So right now I'm plugging the old receiver and controller. This is the SLT system, basic starter system. Really just get your car going. Doing that, we now have access to the servo mount. So what we're gonna do is grab our 2mm driver, and we're gonna unhook the servo arm from the servo. So this comes out like so. Oops. Now what we want to do is flip the car over, and there are 2 screws on the bottom right here that we have to remove in order for the servo mount to come out. because that is where the new servo is going to be going. Thanks for the likes on the stream. Appreciate that. Okay, so we have the old servo out, and this is going to go back into the Mojave. So now we can concentrate on getting the old system back in, but we also have to remove the Fury Tech system, which, again, why he wants to switch back, I don't know, because the Fury Tech system is better in virtually every way. Peel that off of there. Okay, so now what we want to do is Fury Tech out and put this guy back in. And when screwing into plastic, you don't want to screw too tight because you do have the risk of stripping out the plastic threads. It's a very common mistake in the RC hobby, and a lot of people think you need to torque it as tight as you can. Really, you should only do that on metal stuff, but make sure you Loctite the metal first. Just like that. Now we take our other screw and put it in the other side. I want to make sure this is lined up perfectly so that way the car drives better in the long run. Just like that. Now, as you can see, that ESC is mounted securely and it is not going anywhere. So now what we can do is plug our auxiliary fan back into this ESC. And both of these cars do have fans in them to cool the motor, which is nice. Yo, this is the most chill and cool stream I have seen today. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that. Always try to make it somewhat entertaining because not a lot of people are into this stuff, but I am. So, been doing it my whole life since I was 5 years old. So, motor's in there now. It's not going anywhere because it's a fixed in place gear mesh, which we like, especially for bashing. So, really good job by the designers at Arrma when they decided to do that. And Losi, got to give credit to that brand too, because they helped with that. Maddox, what's up, my man? How you doing? So now that we have all this sorted out, we can go ahead and put this center brace back in. I do want to check and make sure, yep, that's the NASCAR one, because the NASCAR one is a little bit longer than the Mojave. So the most simplistic RC car at the end of the day to work on is actually going to be this one right here. I showed it earlier in the stream. It is my new Slash. They've revised it from the ground up, but this thing is stupid fast. It's ridiculous. It does like 60 miles an hour. It's so fun, drives great. Really couldn't recommend a better model to anyone else. Glad you're doing good, Maddox. If you guys want to see more of my RC cars when I'm done working on this one, which should hopefully be here soon, let me know in the chat, and I'll give you a tour of some of my newer RC cars, because a lot of videos on this channel are from my older RC models that I don't really have anymore. So if you guys would like to see an up-to-date on the collection, I would be more than happy to do that for you guys. If you guys are wondering what that fan sound is, by the way, I have 2 chargers that are hard at work charging batteries as we speak. Four more screws to go for this one. And then we plug the motor wires in and it's ready to go pretty much. So guys, it is hot out here, man. Actually, I have a fan I can turn on. I forgot about that. There we go. That's so much better. Yo, this reminds me of my brother because he loved playing with RC cars. Well, that's awesome. RC cars, you know, it doesn't matter what age you are or how into the hobby you are. You can always drive one and have fun with it because that's what the hobby is all about. I mean, if you go and buy your RC cars from like Target or Walmart, you know, you can still have fun with it. Just won't have as much fun as something like a hobby grade RC car, which is what these are. All right, so that is pretty much good to go, guys. Boom. So now we just got to plug the motor wires in, then we'll plug a battery into it, test it out, and see how good it is. So with brushless motors, you have 3 wires instead of 2 wires. Brushless motors are better, they're faster, they're more efficient, they last longer, virtually better in every way. So what I have done here is I have tucked them in and they go right over the cooling fan. So those wires are not going to burn up even if they're over the cooling fan, which is nice. So, okay, let's put a battery. Oh dear. Let's put a battery in this car and see how it does. It looks like my friend forgot his adapter, so I'm going to be running one of my batteries. So we plug, Velcro strap this guy in, and then we plug our battery wire. Oh, I put the battery in backwards. Sorry about that, guys. Plugged in, looks great. Let's see how it does. So we're gonna grab our Spektrum radio. This is the radio that comes with the car. Turn it on. So you can see our steering's working and throttle. Seems to be working great. So this is another RC car fixed for my friend. So he will be back later tonight to come and get this, but I don't want to send him home with a dirty car. So we are going to polish it for him and make it look nice. So for polishing, I usually use a microfiber cloth and some Windex. This stuff works really good. This is like the ASMR right here. This is the cover for the car. It's a Dale Earnhardt body, very nice. Make sure I keep it in the frame so you guys can see it okay. Keep it up close so you guys can see the outside of the body, all shiny, looking great. And now we gotta do the inside because there is black tire rubber all inside this body, which is normal when you drive on-road cars. When you drive off-road, you might get dirt, but I'd be surprised to see any tire rubber in there. If you guys are enjoying the stream, by the way, make sure to drop a follow, subscribe, really help me out because we are going to be making content here in the near future. So I polished the outside of the body already, but I'm just going to go over it one more time just to make sure that there are no fingerprints left anywhere on this body. Boom, just like that, all shined. So next we're gonna do the tires. Let's do this. Boom, just like that, all shined up, looking great, and ready to be driven again. So let's get to work on our next car, which is gonna be this guy. The Slash VX3. I know a lot of you guys are used to hearing VXL, but that's a thing of the past because they've reinvented the electronics in this car. So it is now called the VX3 is what they're calling it. And I will say, compared to the old VXL electronics, I do think this is a solid improvement. Thankfully, nothing is broken on this car, so we're just giving it a wipe down, making sure it looks great for race day coming up this Saturday. And I believe I will be streaming that too, so if you guys want to tune in for that, if you got nothing better to do, then why not, right? So that's the body done. So now let's work on the inside of the car. And thankfully, Traxxas has a new clipless system in their bodies. So you just unclip it and it lifts right off. Really am a fan of those. They also have clipless battery trays now. Nice. By the way, if you guys are ever interested in purchasing some of my RC cars, I do list them on Facebook Marketplace. You can go and check them out at Will Clark. So go check out my Marketplace profile. Currently I have a Traxxas Revo up for grabs and a Arrma Typhon 3S. So if you guys are ever interested in owning some RC cars from a decently popular YouTuber, you can go and check those out. Now I'm just checking the bearings, make sure they roll freely, which it looks like they do. Clean off the tires real quick. I think we're gonna need a little bit more. Just gonna make sure we get maximum grip on the track. Oh yeah, that's a lot of dirt. I've only had this car for 2 days, guys, so it gets banged up, but we love this car. It's amazing. If you guys ever are in the market for a new RC car, consider the two-wheel drive VX3 from Traxxas, the Slash. It's an amazing RC car. I've had so much fun driving it, and this is one that I'm honestly probably never gonna sell. I normally sell my RC cars, but this one is, I think this one's a keeper, so. All right, so the Mojave. Let's get this thing rebuilt. Current issues, well, should be self-explanatory. There's no electronics in it, so we're gonna figure that out. And to do that, I've got a motor right here, and I think I have an ESC over here somewhere. Yes, I do. I've got a ESC right here that we can bolt into this thing, so let's get to it. All right. First things first, we're going to mount the new servo in. Where is my 2mm? There it is. If you guys are still in the chat, let me know. Haven't gotten some chat in a while, so if you guys have questions, comments, concerns, throw them at me. If you guys see me lifting my head up, lifting my head to check the comments. Hartiona is still here. Man, you've been here for a while. Viewer. So put the new servo in. So now we're going to put the motor in. How we are going to do this, I have no clue. But if Matthew can figure it out, I sure as heck can figure it out. I like your content. Thank you. I do also occasionally do some guitar stuff, but unfortunately, I had to sell all my guitars because my phone died permanently and had to get a new phone. So I upgraded from a iPhone 13 to an iPhone 17, and I gotta say it's a pretty big upgrade. Not one that I was planning for, but I like it. It's cool. I'm not necessarily the guy who has to have the nicest, most fancy iPhones in the whole world. Because most of the time I'm grateful for what I have. But I did buy, officially, I actually bought this phone too. I'm used to my parents buying me new phones, but I bought it this time, so always feels a little bit better. So the bottom motor screw appears to be a little bit loose, which I'm not a fan of, because if that were to strip, that would not be good. So we're going to add some Loctite. Yeah. This year, though, they actually did some pretty decent stuff. They put a Pro screen on it. So the same screen that's on the iPhone 17 Pro is now on the base model. Better camera, better battery life. The new camera button is nice. It just feels smoother. It feels a little bit nicer quality than the previous versions have, which for Apple is kind of surprising, but the 13, they actually made some improvements. So it's nice. The extra battery life will definitely come in handy for streams in the future as well. So I just put some thread locker on this screw. So over time, it's gonna lock itself into the motor, but it's not permanent, so I can remove it if I want to. Next up, pinion gear. This is a 18 tooth, I believe. It is a little bit wonky, like it's a little bit out of place, but it will work just for general driving in a brushed car. In case you guys were wondering the difference, this is a brushed motor. You can see it has holes in the outside of it, looks pretty traditional. And then this guy right here is a brushless motor. These are much, much better. If anyone ever tells you to buy a brushed RC car in 2026, there's something wrong with them. Brushless is definitely the way to go in today's modern world of RC cars. Trying to get the shaft size perfect so that way it fits in the car nice. 7 likes on the stream. Appreciate it, guys. Thank y'all for that. And that right there, ladies and gentlemen, looks almost bang on perfect, I think. Oh, that's a problem. It's bent. Well, how are we going to fix that? So let's say, hopefully we can fix it. No guarantees, but we shall see. Guys, I don't know if we're going to be able to get this car fixed. Man, that stinks. Guess I'm going to have to buy a new pinion gear. Unless we have the old one around here somewhere. I don't think we do, guys. Man, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate. I'm gonna go check my cabinet real quick. Give me 2 seconds. Well, my friends, we do not. And normally I have a bunch of spare parts, so y'all want to see some RC cars run? I've been working on them for a while, so if y'all want to see them run, I can fire up the Slash and do some driving, because at the end of the day, all we've been doing is working on them, so... That's a Firefly right there. Sounds good. I'm probably going to be streaming for a little bit longer, so we will see you whenever we get back. Thanks for watching. All right, I say let's drive an RC car, guys. What do you think? I say yes. Let's drive one. Grab my phone here. Oh, all right. So the RC car we're going to be driving, 2-wheel drive Slash VX3. Really is just a perfect RC car. Put this in here. Oh, that's my fault. Put the battery in wrong. My fault. All right, so plug the battery in. I'm trying to do this all with 2 hands, but thankfully I can drive one-handed. So controller on, car on. Very nice. Let's put the body on and go rip it. I should be more famous. I wish, man. All right, let's see how good it drives. We are running it on a 2S and not a 3S. So this car does not have its full potential right now because the 3S battery is actually charging. As you guys can see, I am driving one-handed. So. And what do you know? My dad's back. Absolute cinema. That's weird. I hit the gas and it braked. That was full throttle. Full throttle right here. Oh my gosh, it's so fast. Hey, Dad. All right. All right, let's see if it'll do a challenge. She said I'm Pete, guys. That's cool. Oh, crap. Let's see if it'll crawl over the rocks. Oh, man. Well, that's what you get when you have 2-wheel drive, so. See if we can hit full throttle here for you guys. All right, here we go, full throttle. No brakes. Oh, man. Just turns really well, too. The way the car is set up, it drives great. Oh, crap. Good save. go see how the 3S is doing. So maybe we could put the faster battery in it. If you're wondering what that little green light is inside the body, that's coming from the electronic speed controller. This is my car, by the way, in case any of y'all were curious. And it looks like we got about half a charge. All things considered, that's not horrible, but I wanted to do a fast charge, so I accidentally put it on balance. Oh, crap. Forgot to mention that Traxxas Stability Management is working well, keeping the car stable. Oh, is it dead? No, it's not. I was like, there's no way. This thing lasted for almost 45 minutes at the school I went to drive this car for the first time. The fact that I'm driving one-handed like this is insane. Don't flip. Oh man, I almost flipped it. All right, so I want to get y'all's thought on something because this is a controversial topic at the moment. So this is the new Slash design. Which do you think looks better? Do you guys think the new design looks better? Or do you guys think the old design looks better? And I have some older bodies, older Slash bodies. So here is another Slash body. This is from an older model. And then we have another Slash body right here that is absolutely destroyed, but it lasted. And then we have a Ford Raptor body from a previous model. So these are all the previous models of Slash, which I believe you can actually fit the older bodies onto the newer trucks. So let's actually try that. My brother's RC cabinet is a mess. I'm sorry about that, you guys. Oh, we also have a Ford GT up here. So I sold that car to my brother though. So we're gonna see if the rumors are true. Can you fit a older Slash body onto the new chassis? Let's find out. Either way, I'm gonna run the new one just because it looks so much nicer. But if I run the older one, we could push the car to the limit. Just a suggestion, you should do a stream playing a game called Among Us. Search it up. Oh yeah, I've played Among Us before. It's fun. Holy moly, these tires are shot. Wow. Front tires, back tires. Guess I'm gonna have to buy some new tires. Okay, so you guys can see the damage on this body. I have sent this car almost 50 feet in the air, but let's see. Oh my gosh, it actually fits. That's crazy. I mean, other than the front sitting up a little high, you can run an old Slash body. That's awesome. And per viewer request, there is a Beetle on my car. I guess per viewer request, we'll have to play an Among Us stream. So if y'all are interested in that, stay tuned, because I think we're going to make that work. And there are a lot of bugs coming into this garage, so I'm going to shut the lights off because we do not need all these bugs coming in here. So but the old body, as you guys can see, it does work. Push it to its limits right here. Wow, it made the turn and my outdoor lights just shut off. How do I hype your video? I guess you can do that after the stream, I think is how it works. Because there will be a live replay of this stream. Oh, there's the rollover. But it's an old body, so who cares? Rolling Cold 221 says, nice. Thank you, sir. What a turn. Oh, crap. I almost hit myself. What a save. These bumpers are going to get banged up, but that's what they're designed to do, so. W's in the chat from you guys. Appreciate it. Not again. This thing is a beast. Well, guys, I unfortunately have to call my friend to come pick up his car. So I'm going to be doing another stream later tonight, probably on Among Us or something like that. So you guys should join in for that one. And glad I was able to chat with some of you guys. Hopefully my content of RC cars entertained y'all, and more videos and stuff to come soon. So as always, guys, I'm RC, or wait, that was my old YouTube name. I gotta change it back. What time? Probably 30 minutes to an hour, something like that. So probably around, I'm on Central Time, so probably about 9:30 to 10 o'clock Central Time. So if you're Eastern Time, that's 10:30 to 11. So, yeah. If you guys are subscribed and notified, you'll get notified when I start a new stream. So we will see you guys on there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you all in the next one.